Hi guys, and welcome to AirAbility, your regular dose of lead therapy. Today I'm going to be talking about the FX barrel tuner, but let's put it in context about what I'm trying to find out here. Now, I'm looking to see if the FX barrel tuner will be a benefit to 25-meter Benchrest air rifle shooters. And you need to remember, when I'm testing this on my Anschutz here, the Anschutz is nearly already set up to perfection, so any gains will be marginal, and that's what I'm looking at. So already I need to say that this video won't be the complete story, and I'm going to do another video in a few months after more testing and see how it goes. So how have I got on so far? Well, here's the FX barrel tuner. As you can see, it's basically looks like a cylinder with an outer heavy ring, and the ring is on a thread, and the ring moves up and down the cylinder, which adjusts the weight distribution on the end of the barrel, which then in turn can affect the harmonics of the barrel and allegedly bring your groups in tighter. Now, first of all, it fits, as I said before, with a 1/2" UNF on the end of any 1/2" UNF silencer fitting. It fits on, it just screws on straight, it's fine, no problems. Then there are inserts that go in the opposite end, which allow you to attach your silencer. Those inserts are caliber specific, and they go from as small as 177 all the way through to 0.30. So you choose the one that's right for your rifle. Most 25-meter Benchrest shooters obviously will go for the 1.177/22 thread adapter, like I've done here. And then you screw your silencer straight onto the FX barrel tuner, exactly like as you can see here, as if it's just the end of the barrel. So once fitted, it should be a kind of fit and forget thing. So it does add some weight to your gun, and you are going to have to be careful if you're right up there on the LV class weight limit. I've had to lose some weight on my second Anschutz here, and I've replaced the cheek piece with a block of with carbon tube instead of wood to make the weight. So there are considerations all over when you're adding any sort of gadget to your gun in Benchrest. Now, what do I think about the unit so far? The unit, I would say, is built to a budget. It's not the most clinically produced piece of shooting equipment I've seen, but it is adequate, it's clean, it's tidy. The outside ring that you move has a kind of rubbery texture which allows you to grip. The only thing I don't like about that, these rubbery texture bits leave like greasy finger marks if you've got gun oil on your hands and things, but we'll live with that. The other thing is, around the outside of the ring there are little indentations like a clock face to show how far you've moved the ring, but there is no marker on the barrel itself to show how far you've moved the ring from. So I've had to introduce a little bit of tape here to show where the original position was. Now, so you're going to ask me, how is this shooting and what happened? Well, I need to explain to you, first of all, this gun is doing about 6mm groups indoors, extreme edge to extreme edge. So that's very small, just bigger than a 2.2 pellet. And it's been set up over a couple of years now, and it's absolutely spot on. So for this barrel tuner to make any difference is going to be extremely marginal. But that's what we're looking for in the Benchrest community. If this makes a quarter of a millimeter difference to my group, that will up my X counts in competitions and possibly my 10s, and that's what I want. So I'll tell you what happened when I fitted it. So I fitted it to the end of the barrel, I put the appropriate sizer in, I put the silencer on, and I started shooting. And quite honestly, it wrecked my groups. So the groups went up from about 6mm to about 8.5, 9mm edge to edge, which isn't what you want. But this is a barrel tuner, and then with a bit of patience over the next few hours, I managed to adjust the barrel tuner and fine tune it to the point where I was back to where I was without the barrel tuner. Now you might think, what good is the barrel tuner then? I think that's very promising, considering I'd only put a couple of hours into it and learning how it works, etc. I honestly believe over the next couple of months, if I mix adjusting my hammer spring tension with the micro adjustments on the barrel tuner, I think I could get some marginal gains using this. That's why I'm going to do a second video probably after Christmas, just before the new season starts, and tell you how I got on during my winter testing. But up to now, it's quite promising. So what I'll say again is I will say this unit is made to a budget. When you put it on an Anschutz, you can see that it's not built to the same standards. There are machine marks in it, etc. But it is functional. It does work. I don't like the rubber coating on the barrel. A nice machined knurled effect would have been better, but that probably would add cost to the unit. Also, there is no base marking to where you're moving the outer ring from. You can't see where the increments on the edge of the ring originally were, so I've had to put some tape on here to show the original position of the barrel tuner. And then when I have set my barrel tuner, I put another bit of tape on, the bit that rotates, to show its sweet spot, so I can fine tune from there. The unit's about £70. You can't get much for £70 now in the shooting world, so it's a pretty fair price. The silencer fits on great. I am going to experiment, even though they're meant for other calibers, I am going to experiment with the other inserts for larger calibers inside the unit to see if that makes a difference with accuracy. So overall, I think this is promising. I think that I'm going to enjoy doing the science bit to see if I can improve something that is very good by even the smallest amount. And hopefully, after Christmas, when I come back to doing another video to show you how I went on, I hope that I've got some positive news for you. So as ever, you take care, guys, and always have a safe backstop.